LaMelo Ball was the third NBA draft pick in the 2020 draft. I know you guys are wondering, Lando, why are you talking about somebody that was number 3 and not number 1?
Comes LaMelo Ball with his hair on fire.
It's just basketball, and I'm doing what I love. I've been doing this ever since I was 3, so it comes quite easy to me, for real.
Oh, my goodness!
By the end of this video, you're going to know why LaMelo Ball might be one of the smartest investors moving forward in the future in the NBA, and I'm going to break down some of his unique investments that he have. Let's get into this video.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose.
If you signed a $35 million contract under the age of 21, what do you think would be probably one of the first things you will buy? I know some of you will probably say, I will buy my mom, my parents, a car, a house, whatever it is. LaMelo Ball didn't have to do that because his dad was already successful with the Big Baller brand. I know a lot of you guys probably have already heard of LaVar Ball.
What?
We didn't get the sun?
No!
I told you I wanted the sun.
He told us he was coming.
I'm too big a star to talk to the dad.
Put the towel down, man. Let's get in this water.
He is wild, and he's one of the best TV dads. He's known for hyping up his kids, saying they're going to be the biggest, they're going to be the best, they're going to be all of it. So far, he already have 2 kids in the NBA. Both of them went top 3, and he have the next one is coming right along. Years ago, people thought he was crazy, but it's looking like his prophecy is coming true sooner or later. So to give you guys a quick background about LaMelo, and basically how he got here and why he is the most talked about, why he have the biggest social media following, why everybody is always talking about him. First thing first, LaVar Ball came out with Ball in the Family. It is basically a reality TV show, but it's on Facebook and it's absolutely amazing. If you watch it, because I watched it from the beginning, it's one of the first reality TV shows that actually don't feel like a reality TV show. Feel like real life, because it is. So you had the oldest son, he ended up getting drafted number 2, went to the Lakers. Second son went to UCLA. The third, that is Melo, they said he was going to be the best. LaVar crazy self ended up pulling him out of high school, out of his high school team he was in. Like, the coach don't know what they're doing. Pulled him out and he started the JBA. That was his own basketball league, and he started his son and he basically made him the star of it. After that, he ended up sending him and his brother to Lithuania. I can't even say it. Lithuania. How do you say it? In the comments, is it Lithuania? He sent them overseas to no man's land, right? So you got to think, while regular 17-year-olds is enjoying high school and stuff like that, he was overseas by himself, basically playing pro ball. Next, he wanted to finish his senior year like a regular kid because you get tired of all of that. So ended up playing for Spire in Ohio to be able to be a regular kid. They went to the playoffs. They didn't end up winning a championship. After that, he didn't want them to go to college. He sent them back overseas to Australia. He played for the Australian Hawks, I believe. I can't think of the name. But once he got over there, his height grew. I think he's like 6'7" now. And he just started balling out. And that's when he started being on covers of magazines. And people like he have a possible chance of being the number 1 draft pick. In my opinion, he 100% should have been the number 1 draft pick. He ended up being rookie of the year when he did get drafted. But that's a whole different story. So fast forward to a year ago, he get drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, Michael Jordan team, right? Now, he first got $100 million deal. Not with the Big Baller brand, not with his dad. He signed with Puma for a $100 million contract. It's not all out there, so it's probably like a 10-year contract, whatever it is. So he's coming into the NBA with a $100 million contract, then $35 million probably under like 4 years for the rookie deal. So we already got 130 that we see soon as he came into the NBA. Now remember, I asked you what would be the first thing you would buy, right? His first thing was a $40,000 grill. Grill in the mouth, and media went crazy, and they were saying he's going to blow all his money. He's young, he's dumb, and this is how he responded.
Was that your first big purchase with the NBA contract?
Nah, I don't spend my NBA money. I'm smarter than that, man.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So let's unpack that. He said he don't even spend any of his NBA money. If you have $100 million contract, you've been on TV for the last 5 years, so you're getting paid by your dad. Then you got sponsorships with the BBB, and no telling what other type of money you have. That honestly kind of sound about right. So 40,000 to us, to me, that's a lot of money, but to somebody that have over 100 million, that's like $40 to them. So the reason of this video, let's just cut into the investments. What is he spending his money on, and why did I want to do this video about it? So remember I told you that he went to Australia to go play for the team. He actually tried to buy that team. He actually put in a bid, and if you Google it, you're gonna still see articles saying that LaMelo Ball bought the Hawks. But the deal actually didn't come through. This is breaking news because everybody say he bought the team. He actually put in a bid to buy the team, which is amazing because when he was over there, he donated his salary that they supposed to been paying him to like the disaster was going on over there because they was kind of struggling. So he donated money towards the community. And since they, I guess, treated him so good, he was going to buy the team. But I guess they end up vetoing that last second, and probably some haters. They didn't want somebody, a kid coming in 19 years old trying to buy the team. But just having that acumen, and he got Jermaine Jackson, shout out to Detroit, in his team, and I know Jermaine is guiding him, so that would have been a smart buy. He tried to do that. The second thing and most recent is he have a lot of cars. Like once he got drafted, his dad bought him a car, so he have probably Lamborghinis, all type of stuff. But one thing that's very unique is he has a Rolls Royce, and he actually rented out to people, I guess. Probably a few weeks ago, this just came out that a girl actually thanked him and a promoter for setting it up for him to rent out her Rolls Royce. See, that's how you know I'm broke. I can't even say the expensive cars. But he actually set it up where she can rent it out, and which is very smart because you got to think, if you're an athlete and you, let's say for conversational purposes, he owned 10 cars, 10 luxury cars. You're an NBA player. You travel for a living. You train for a living. So you probably home 5 days out of the month. And when you're home, you probably don't want to drive like that anyway. So it's just pointless spending that money. If you are averaging, we will say a Rolls Royce probably go for $2,000 to $4,000 a day. Somebody rent it for 2 days, that's $6,000. Yes, that don't sound like a lot, but think that can help pay his chef salary. That can help pay my salary if he needs some consultation. So that's very, very smart. And I seen some articles that was hating on it. Like, man, I guess the NBA don't pay enough money because LaMelo Ball is renting out his Rolls Royce. Like, that is very smart. That is not. People just dumb. So that's a very smart investment. Another smart move. Now, this is all opinionated right here. Was a little bit of facts too. So once he moved to Charlotte, Cam Newton had his condo that was for sale right around $3 million. Take a lucky guess who ended up buying it. I put that in quotation marks because if you read it, I think he is leasing it. Now, the backstory about this condo, Michael Jordan actually owns it and actually stayed there too. So I guess it was like a big old area in the top floor. He gutted out the whole area and turned it into a condo. When Cam Newton went to the Carolina Panthers, he stayed there and he was trying to sell it. And he ended up selling it to LaMelo. And I believe that he leased it out to him because if you look it up online, you don't really see the terms. And that is a genius move because most NBA players, they're going to buy a mansion, which is going to cost a lot of money. And after a few years, if you get traded, now you're stuck trying to sell it. And I think he actually brokered a deal with Cam Newton to be able to lease it out. And it's smart because now you get to rub elbows and go up to Michael Jordan room. Hey, MJ, boss, coach, GM, whatever Michael Jordan is, owner. Hey, let's go talk about some business. And where I actually believe I'm very close on this because another investment is with an app called Buzzer Sports. And take a lucky guess who also is an investor in this. Michael Jordan and randomly Wayne Gretzky. So LaMelo didn't just find out about this through the grapevine. I'm assuming Michael Jordan is telling him what type of investments to do. If you have somebody like Do y'all know how much stuff Michael Jordan owns? And he's molding this young kid at the age of 19 already like, yo, hey, I'm about to go put 10 million in this. I think you need to do it too. It's going to be a complete game changer for his future. Last thing I will talk about is him having that mentorship from his father. You got to think his father started BBB, Big Baller Brand. You can criticize it however you want, but he was teaching his kids ownership. You don't have to go work for somebody else. You don't have to do this. You can do everything yourself. These was kids in high school with their own shoes. Think of that. So if you ever watch any of his stuff now, you see that logo all the time with like the halo and the one. It is called LaFrance. LaFrance is actually his middle name. So it's a great high-end type of name already. And he started his own clothing line with it. Genius idea. So he already have a whole nother network. And another thing, in my opinion, is now with him having his company and him being signed with Puma, now you can do a collab with your business. Hey, Puma, let's go ahead and do a collab where he can get paid and Puma's already paying him. And I think they already have done a few collabs. His shoes is coming out. So overall, I believe LaMelo he's going to be the future of the NBA. His play is already through the roof. He won Rookie of the Year. He is investing in his money smart. He is not spending his money like crazy. And he have the great leadership from his father. I wanted to switch it up on this video since I haven't done one in a while. I want to hear you guys' thoughts, so make sure you leave a comment down below. I'm Lando Success. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.
Oh,